Do I look good?
Beautiful.
Mostly cloudy, it's 51 degrees. Good afternoon. I'm Steve Bertrand. This news is sponsored by GreenTeaServices.com. The judge gets a first-hand look at the Broadview Detention Center.
The Bears practicing today as they get set for the Vikings, and baseball's MVP awards will be handed out tonight.
Workers who've been on strike at Boeing St. Louis area facilities are going back to work.
And traffic is sponsored by Kenneth Young Center. Your health matters. Know your status. Kenneth Young can help with free, confidential 15-minute HIV testing and STI awareness. Take control of your health today. Visit kennethyoung.org to learn more. Heavy delays still on the inbound Edens from the Spur all the way in the Kennedy. An hour and 15 minutes in from O'Hare, about 38 outbound Eisenhower. 50 out to Mannheim. Hour 10 on the inbound commute. Stevenson is still jammed from 53. 50 minutes outbound Dan Ryan, about 42 to 95th. DeSaba Lakeshore Drive, heavy from north to Chicago. 294 O'Hare Oasis, most of the way to 55 with 355 delays 290 to North Avenue. Mary Vandeveld, WGN Traffic Central.
Attorneys representing the plaintiffs in a class action lawsuit against DHS spent some time inside the ICE Broadview Detention Center today, as did the federal judge hearing the case. Here's the WGN's Christina Flores.
It alleges detainees were denied access to food, water, and medical treatment. The document states federal agents restrict detainees' calls to their attorneys, and at times they are persuaded to sign documents they do not understand. The complaint mentions overcrowded cells, lack of hygiene products. The issues, they say, have increased since the start of Operation Midway Blitz. Attorneys asked for a temporary restraining order forbidding the government from keeping people in the alleged conditions.
And to allow them immediate access to their lawyers. The meter keeps running on National Guard troops who've been deployed to Illinois. We took a look at how much the deployment is costing Illinois taxpayers. Here's WGN's Ben Bradley.
On a military base an hour southwest of Chicago, troops are more than a month into a deployment ordered here by the Trump administration to protect federal property and personnel. But they haven't left the base in a month for any official purpose because the Supreme Court has yet to decide if deploying U.S. troops in American cities is justified. The left-leaning Institute for Policy Studies pegs deployment costs at a minimum of $647 per day per soldier, meaning this is estimated to cost $12.8 million.
It's still not clear when the Supreme Court would rule on the legality of the deployments. A video of Chicago Alderman Byron Cisco Lopez yelling at Governor Pritzker this week went viral on social media. The alderman is a close ally of Mayor Johnson's, and he wants Chicago to get a corporate head tax again. Governor Pritzker says taxing companies on the amount of jobs they create is not a good idea.
You know, telling people that, well, the fewer people you hire, the less you're going to pay, is not a good message for businesses or for workers, for that matter. So I was happy to have a conversation. I don't think he did it in the right way. He could have called me. He's not ever called me.
The governor says that it's not the right way to encourage people to invest in Illinois, and he says the alderman wanted to create headlines because he's running for Congress. A Chicago man known for punching women in the loop, seemingly at random, has now been arrested and charged again.
32-year-old William Livingston was arrested Wednesday and charged with 2 felony counts of aggravated battery in a public place.
I had my
He said
best
he
temp
hit
check
2
ever,
women,
too.
ages 40 and 29, back on June 12th. In September, we reported on an August incident where Livingston allegedly punched a woman who was walking to the train in the loop. After that incident,
I'll give it to you. You can send it to Mary
Livingston
tomorrow.
has been arrested 14 times since 2012 over allegations of similar attacks. One time in 2022, he attacked 4 women in the loop within 22 minutes.
That's WGN's Lauren Lapka with the story. Governor Pritzker is still pushing for a hemp bill in the House, but a last-minute provision in the U.S. House spending bill in the U.S. House institutes a federal ban on the intoxicating hemp products that are often designed to look like regular snacks but provide similar effects to as marijuana. These hemp-derived snacks and drinks are sold online or gas stations, places like that. The governor says their misleading packaging are dangerous for kids, and he says it's just wrong.
We're going to have to look at how we might, regulate it now that we see that the federal government is limiting it. But, look, the goal here is to keep our children safe.
The bill reverses an earlier farm bill. And travelers are seeing fewer flight reductions now that the FAA has frozen them with the government shutdown over. Flights have been cut because of staffing shortages as air traffic controllers have had to work without pay. Many were calling in sick. More cuts were planned until the president signed off on ending the shutdown last night. WGN Sports Time is 5:37.
Jaquan Brisker did not practice today. The Bears safety dealing with a back issue ahead of Sunday's matchup with the Vikings in Minnesota, though receivers Roma Dunze and DJ Moore returned to the field today. They were limited but should be good to go. Running back DeAndre Swift, a full participant. Bears still looking for their first division win.
Lauren?
Thursday Night Football, it's the
I got a
England
lot,
Patriots hosting the 2-win Jets. MVP awards handed out in baseball tonight. Shohei Ohtani expected to win in the National League. In the American League, Yankees slugger Aaron Judge, Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh are the favorites. The Blackhawks and Maple Leafs meet Saturday nights here on WGN at 5:30. College hoops tomorrow. It's DePaul and Northwestern. We'll have that game on WGN at 7:15. Steve?
Yes, Kev.
I love you. It's been a blast.
I love you too. You're a great friend, a great dad, and a pretty good husband.
I'll see you around, Steve.
All right, be well. The forecast from the getcoveredillinois.gov Weather Center, partly cloudy tonight, down to 38 for the low. Then a couple of nice days in a row, 60 degrees tomorrow under mostly sunny skies. For Saturday, mostly cloudy and a high of 65. Checking the current conditions right now at O'Hare, it's 51 degrees, 53 at Midway, 49 here at the lakefront.
The Dow dropped 797 to 47,457. The Nasdaq fell 536, 22,870. S&P gave up 113 to 67,37. The 3,200 members of IAM District 837 have given a thumbs up to a new contract with Boeing to get work moving again on the F-15 and F-A-18 fighter planes, as well as wing sections for the 777X commercial jet. The contract provides a 24% raise over 5 years. Boeing changed its bonus offer Monday, raising the upfront cash bonus to $6,000, up by $3,000, but they yanked $4,000 from bonuses that would have been paid later on. The workers could be back in the factory as early as Sunday. I'm David Jennings. That's your money. 720 WGN.
And if I may, I'd like to leave you with one personal thought tonight. Empathy is not a weakness. Empathy is certainly not a sin. Empathy is a muscle, and every time we flex that muscle, our world gets stronger. Thank you for sharing bits of your lives with me over the past 40 years. It has been an honor to share bits of my life with you. I'm Steve Bertrand, WGN News. Next news when it happens, the next scheduled news at 6 o'clock on Your Money Matters.
That's over. Thank you.
Compassion is more than just care. It's commitment. At UI Health, your story guides us, shapes us, and
I think I held up pretty
inspires us.
nicely there.
And we're with you.
That was great.
There's a Kleenex box.
Use your sleeve.
I just...
Cover.
Okay.
I'm good, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You may need it anyway.